every company wants to be a data-driven company and is in the process of or about to launch some kind of data initiative. What are some of the obstacles or mistakes that are made by companies in these initiatives?
Well, obstacles can be probably split into two groups. One obstacle is you don't have the right idea of what you're doing. The other obstacle is you have the right idea and you don't have the right team. Let me talk about the idea. A lot of companies have data in some shape or form. It's not centralized, it's not easy accessible, and so on, and therefore it stops already there. But only having data as such is not a savior. So having a lot of data might not be useful. Think about a line. I can describe a line with 2 points, 2 data points. If I have 1,000,000 of those data points all fall on that line, it's not helpful to have so much data. So often companies underestimate when they say, we have data, now we want to be data driven. They might not have the right data, as well as they might not have the right idea what to use with it. To be data driven means actually to understand what's your business needs. If you look at a cycle of innovation, you have adjacent innovation to the product, make the product better, and we see a lot of data things happening there. Companies can actually, or most of will be successful if they start in this area. But then we do see companies who uses the data they have to disrupt their industry, to change their industry. But again, it's not coming from the data, it's coming from a smart business decision-making process.
Yeah, and so a lot of people talk about the shortage of data scientists. Is that really the bottleneck that people say it is?
Well, I mean, this is the second part, the team. From Adam Smith's time on, we know how to break down a process. It was the start of industrialization, the heydays of the manager, right? You take some complex matters and you break it down into process steps. Same is valid here. If a company goes out and says, I need a data scientist, and he should be an awesome statistician, a great engineering guy, he needs product knowledge and product marketing knowledge, and yes, please, he needs to come up with their own question to solve, so an MBA would be good. And that's pretty much the same thing as saying, he can walk on water, and yes, he does glow in the dark. Those guys are very rare and probably are not good at anything if they're good at everything a little bit. So what you need is actually, you need people who have the insights knowledge, the domain knowledge in order to frame the questions. Mostly MBAs, business types, operations types, so people who are very close to the actual business needs. You need people who can work with data, who pull data out, who transform data, who know what the technology needs are. And you need people who build models in order to serve that. And those models should be scalable to a certain extent. Now, you don't have everything in one person, and you should never try to attempt to find one person. But often people have actually the knowledge for most of those folks internal already in the company. It's only a question of how to use it.